Nothing angers this man more than apartment drama. That was like the worst experience ever. Oh my gosh, I feel so uncomfortable right now because do you guys know where I am?
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me.
Believe me when I say that if I could film this entire opening scene like this without looking at the camera, I would. But unfortunately, that's not a possibility. So, hello. I'm very tired this morning, and this is the reality of waking up super early each and every morning. So to catch you guys up to speed a little bit, I just got back from my week-long staycation, which was the most magical thing I've ever done in my life. And I'm not gonna lie, getting back in the swing of things, not easy. Like mentally, it wasn't hard for me. Like it's just like waking up, napping, like that. The whole schedule isn't hard for me mentally. Physically though, my body feels like it is going to disintegrate because I got back last week. So I did like half a week last week, and then today is Tuesday and it is rough. Like on Friday, I ended up napping for 5 hours. Who does that? Who naps for 5 hours? Like that just goes to show my body was like crying out like, please let me sleep. Also, I was doing a little bit of research into sleep deprivation, not saying I'm experiencing that because I feel like sleep deprivation is like serious stuff or you haven't slept in however long, but I do think I'm experiencing some form of not getting enough sleep for an extended period of time. And it was really interesting. I briefly did this research, but what I briefly read is that it can take a long time to recover from sleep deprivation. Like, cause remember how I told you guys when I had all like my kind of, not health scare, but just like all the health weirdness, found out I was severely low on B12, and I was telling you guys, like, I don't think it's just the schedule because even when I have a week-long vacation, I still feel so tired. I'm still sleeping like 9-10 hours a night that entire vacation. Like, it's something I can't recover from. Well, sleep deprivation can take a long time to recover from. And I've obviously never had the luxury of, you know, going for weeks without the 2 a.m. wake-up schedule. I only have like a week max. And guys, when I was ending my week-long staycation, obviously I felt different. Like I was feeling just so good. My body was feeling so good getting all that sleep. But not only that, I looked different. Like my body physically, not my body, but my face physically looked different. And it was just so weird to see it reflected, like something tangible to see, like, oh my gosh, my eyes, my under eyes, I noticed this by the end of last week. I get these horrible, I mean, I haven't put on concealer yet this morning, like but I have put on foundation, so it's somewhat covered, but like dark purple, like deep purple circles under my eyes because of how sleep deprived I am. And I like totally noticed it at the end of last week, like where I was just like, oh my gosh, it took not even 4 days for them to come back. When I was on my vacation, by day, like, I don't know, 7, they went away entirely. Like, I remember sitting in this chair, actually, and looking in the mirror, and nothing was there. Like, genetically, my under eyes are a little bit, like, light blue, maybe. Like, I feel like that's common for a lot of people to have that genetically. But I didn't have the disgusting bags that make it look like I haven't slept in 12 years. Like, it was just so crazy to see. And honestly, it made me happy and excited because I'm like, oh, wow, like, this isn't just genetic, or I'm not just stuck with this, it's truly just my schedule. So I don't know, it actually made me happy. But now that I'm back on the schedule, I'm back to looking like I could scare young children if they see me without makeup. My podcast of the morning is TK's Juicy Pulls with Alicia Marie. Love it. And now it comes time for the big part. I never know how this is gonna go, actually doing my hair and shaking it out. The girls that get it. The girls that don't. Having naturally straight hair. Okay, and this is like my first day curling it. Like as the week goes on, it sounds disgusting, but as the week goes on and I have like more hairspray in my hair each day, it looks so much better because it just holds better. So this is day 1, and basically I kind of just brush it out with my fingers. But day 1, always just the worst looking day because there's like no product to actually hold things in place. Am I even ready to spray yet? It doesn't look good. Like this actually turned out awful. You see how much volume I have here? But what are you gonna do? I really don't have time to go over everything again. As you guys know, if you've been watching my videos for a while, this is what's called iNews. This is just like the entire rundown for all of our shows. So right now I am in our 5 a.m. show. It's really cool that I can kind of just go through the entire show in the morning, just aside from my story, just to get caught up on the news of the day without having to watch for an hour, because obviously I could just like speed read. But I was just looking, look how crazy this is. There was a large fight last night that led to a quadruple shooting in Covington, Kentucky. 3 of the victims are children. I mean, that is awful. So yeah, I basically just kind of routinely go through all of the stories, and then this one, my first hit, is at 5:06. Technically, I'm in my same uniform as usual, if we want to call it that. This is what I wear like every single day in the winter months. We've got my turtleneck, my puffer, my Sperry's, my wool socks, but I'm making progress because I'm ditching the scarf. It's not so bad this morning, 45. I mean, that's a huge amount of progress. And I just look at the weather app every day trying to notice like a pattern of happiness. Like, as you can see, things are getting really good next week. Like, I'm seeing a pattern of things sticking, because in the spring, like, you don't want to get your hopes up. Cool, it might be like 74 one day, but the next it's gonna be freezing. So finally, I think we're coming out of this. I think we are. I'm at my location of the morning, and right as I pulled up, I saw a random man talking to my photographer. And then I got this text from my photographer saying that dude was crazy. I said, I was so glad he didn't come to me next, LOL. And then he said, I didn't even want to talk. He demanded I roll down my window. He went on a 20-minute rant about how the Department of Defense is following him. And especially in the early morning hours, that is not uncommon. I mean, even any time of the day, people see the Local 12 news car and they just want to tell us everything, but it can be a little bit scary, especially like if I get to a scene first and I'm by myself and someone approaches me. I mean, even I don't have any marked signage on my car other than like a little plaque that I sometimes put out, but people just see another human at 4 a.m. because not a lot of other people are out, and it could be a little bit concerning. I mean, I normally like only roll down my window a very little bit if I sense that, I don't know, if I just sense any danger. It's hard to say, like, it's hard to judge, but normally if someone's out just walking the streets this early, I try to be a little bit, I don't know what the word is, like, conservative with my risks. And it stinks that, like, we have to be like that, because I like talking to people. I have no problem with that. You read about like these crazy incidents of people sometimes just randomly attacking the news and like physically assaulting them. That has happened a lot. Not a lot, but quite a bit within the past few months. And so, I don't know, it just always pays to be a little bit more careful. And that's why I really do think it is so important for journalists to work in pairs. Like MMJ, I talked about it in one of my previous videos, the whole like going out and shooting and editing and doing everything yourself. I just think that's silly. I mean, if you're doing it in the daytime, that's fine, but to be an MMJ at 4 a.m. standing on a dark corner, no, heck no, you couldn't pay me double my salary to do that. I'm sorry, but that's like insane. I feel like I like overgloss my lips super early in the morning because, guys, I don't reapply my lipstick at all throughout the morning. I remember I used to do that, but that was before I had like a solid lipstick combo. But this is just gonna stay. It's not gonna be as glossy by the ending of my live hits, but that's fine. But it's like locked into place. The key is you have to use a liquid lipstick before your regular lipstick. It just locks it all in. And I don't like to just use the liquid lipstick because it is just super like matte and drying, and it doesn't look like juicy. I don't know. Not that my lips look juicy ever.
Good morning, Catherine. This is proof of the fact that if you want to help, you will find a way to do it. I mean, think about it. A costume shop owner in Newport, Kentucky is directly impacting people in Ukraine who are fighting a war, and she wants you to get involved too.
Okay, I want to update you on my lips before I eat my breakfast. This is what they look like more than 4 hours after I applied my lipstick this morning. I mean, that's insane. What? Zach just working away from this angle, all looks normal. No, don't stretch. I was just telling him, I was like rehearsing with him, I'm about to vlog, don't stretch. It's like this nervous tick I've realized he does whenever I come over. He just has to do a little stretch.
Just gotta get prepped for the camera. So if I was like a movie star.
Yep, you're really prepped.
Right before my scene, I'd be like.
So I was telling the vlog, Zach, that last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess, I was a new woman. What do you think about my staycation? Did you notice a difference in me? I mean, just be honest. I really be able to discuss this.
I mean, I don't know if I necessarily like think there was a huge difference. I think it was like nice for you to be able to like get a normal schedule and sleep. I don't notice like the bags. You said the bags went away.
You saw those bags in that mirror that night.
Yeah, I don't notice it a ton. Maybe just because I'm used to it because your sleep schedule is so crazy.
I thought you were about to say because I think you're beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
That was about to be a moment. No.
I do think you're so pretty.
So pretty. It doesn't even sound real. Oh gosh, this is getting.
So pretty. I mean, did you feel like your brain worked better? Like, what did you feel?
Well, I mean, my brain was off. I wasn't really doing much.
Well, yeah, but like sometimes if like you're refreshed, you feel better. And whatever.
No, I did feel so good. So.
Did you feel better like when you worked out?
Yes.
Sure, like you were more energized.
100%. Like I was like I could work out every day. Like now getting to the gym, it's like a lot. Also, look at my work from home space. This looks like a disaster. Got the laptops, the blanket, the disgusting water cup with my lipstick on it. Ooh, guys, I have been drinking a little bit of coffee. I won't drink a full cup because it hurts my stomach so much, but I'm dabbling. I can't stay away. It's just too freaking good. Okay, this is such an oxymoron, by the way. I am wearing a sweater from Goodwill over a turtleneck that is cashmere. Like, this was probably, I don't know, $4. This was well over $100, but I did get it on sale, I do have to say. Okay, guys, vote in whose lunch do you think is better. Zach has eggs, barbecue sauce, avocado, and then he's cooking up these veggies as well. My lunch, which I do have to say is quite superior. Brussels sprouts, we got these as a nice little side, but the star of the show is a turkey sandwich with all of the most important ingredients. We've got the Dave's Killer bread. This is the thin sliced version. I feel like next time I might just buy the regular one. I don't know, thin slice doesn't seem fulfilling enough for me. Tomato, lettuce, avocado, and then of course, some turkey. Nothing excites me more than when I go out to a restaurant and see that avocado is part of a sandwich on the menu. Like, I feel like that just needs to be a staple for every restaurant. It just makes every single food 20 times better. I'm really sorry if you are a vegetarian. I feel like this next part is gonna freak you out, adding the turkey. Clearly I'm not. I just feel like getting back into deli meats, I know they're supposed to be like awful for you, but this is my childhood right here. Like it's part of a little phase I'm in. Turkey sandwiches. Take a little lettuce. I know I should be using a cutting board right now, but I'm being a little bit rebellious. I'm just gonna have to clean this off after. Wow. Yep, should have used the cutting board. And this is why I don't cook for Zach. I'm not very good. This is awful. And I do get a lot of questions from people who are very confused by the fact that I don't cook for Zach and we don't eat the same meals. Why are you laughing, Zach? Oh, this is why, guys. I should not have done that. Okay, that was a big mistake. But listen, I stand by my thoughts and word that I'm a hard-working woman. The reason women cooked for the men back in the day is because they didn't do anything. Like, they were just, you know, chilling at home. They didn't work. They weren't even allowed to work. But I work. So, yeah, I'm getting defensive right now. It's happening. I'm not insulting my ancestors. I just don't need people telling me I need to cook. Zach, if you had any idea what was going down right now, I'm cutting a tomato. It's all over the counter. Honestly, though, the real thing it comes down to is Zach and I just, like, eat such different things. Like, it just wouldn't even make... Why is this on the outside? Why is this happening? All right, clearly this piece needs to go that way. But yeah, we just make such different things. Like, it just wouldn't even make sense. Like, he doesn't want to eat what I'm already eating, and I'm not about to change my eating lifestyle for him. So yeah, also, why doesn't he cook for me? People should answer that question. There you have it, a nice turkey sandwich, so amazing. And then I've got my beautiful Brussels sprouts on the side.
It's one of those nights where I really did not want to come to the gym, but I am so glad I did. We got Zach over here. I just did 12-3-30 on the treadmill where I walked at a 12 incline, 3 speed for 30 minutes. Super simple, and I just love how it's so low impact. Like, that's what I'm searching for in my workout because my joints have just been hurting so much. So it was great. It gets your heart rate up. Like, I read a book for 30 minutes and, like, I was actually sweating a little bit, which is awesome. And then I'm just on my mat. I did a 10-minute ab workout. This 10-minute ab workout, I kid you not, is more effective than some of the 30-minute ab workouts I do. I'm gonna put it here. It is insane. Like, it hurts so badly. And then Zach, I think, is just doing a little leg day. What's your one tip of the day for everyone who wants to get in shape?
For me, it's just like consistency and then trying to eat better. I'm not the best at like doing abs and cardio, so that can help. your midsection, which mine is my weak point.
Well, you look great.
You too, kiddo.
Oh, and then, okay, the satisfying part, guys.
When you end your full workout to see like this result, mine are never, everyone burns like 500 calories, I don't, but today was just 222 calories, 55 minutes, indoor walk and core training. Obviously like the indoor walk was short distance, but that's because the incline was nuts. We meet again. Good morning, guys. I actually was not planning on vlogging right now, but I just completed my wings, and it reminded me I've been getting a lot of questions about whether or not I am going to do my own hair and makeup for my wedding. And hair, no, heck no. I need someone to do something with this thing. There's just no way I could do like a cute updo or something I want, which by the way, what do you guys think? Should I do an updo or a half up, half down? I am so debating and going back and forth between the two. I see the pros, I see the cons. I feel like the biggest pro with updo is that it's just out of your face all night and all day. But will I like what I look like? I don't know. I obviously don't wear updos all the time. And then with half up, half down, I think that looks so pretty, but will it get annoying? I don't know. I have to figure that out. But so yeah, I'm definitely gonna get my hair done. And then I always said I'm doing my own makeup. Like I do my makeup every day. There's no reason I need to pay a makeup artist because it adds up. Not only do you pay for your makeup that day, but then you have to pay for a trial. You have to tip them. Like it adds up. The only thing is, and I was just thinking this is why I randomly whipped out my vlog camera. When I do my winged liner, it turns out different every day. Like some days I'm like, woo, this was great. Today I was thinking this is not a good time. And if this was my wedding day, I would not be happy with what I look like. That's something you don't want to gamble with on your wedding day. So I'm not sure. And then the other thing is I kind of want fake lashes on my wedding day, which I have not applied since I was in high school. I've only ever worn them like, I don't know, twice in my life, and that wasn't even going anywhere. It was just in my bedroom in high school. Oh my goodness, guys, I am dying. I went to go find a video of me with the fake lashes because I knew at least one of them had to exist. So I went to some of my old videos, and then lo and behold, are you guys ready? How to apply fake eyelashes. I have a whole video on that. I don't even know how. Like, how do I have a video of applying fake lashes when I truly couldn't even tell you how to do it? Like, I must have just done it once and pretended I was a pro, but I guess I will have to watch my old fake video. Wow, really getting up and personal with that eye. Close and personal, wow. I mean, that actually kind of looks freaking good. Jeez. But I think they make such a difference in photos. Zach says he doesn't want me to wear fake lashes or wings on our wedding, but he's dreaming because things are happening. So I don't know. Where was I going with that? I can't apply fake lashes. I actually tried a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, let me just give this a shot and see. Like, it just doesn't work out when I do it. I don't know. I mean, apparently it can. This is always so satisfying during my makeup routine when I like swipe away my bake and I just suddenly look a little more alive, just a little. This is also key, putting some black eyeshadow or any dark eyeshadow. When I'm not at work, I usually use, actually I'll show you, this color, Pewter I think it's called. But when I'm at work, the black looks better on TV. But the key is to do it on your lower lash line, but not the full lash line. Otherwise you look like a weird raccoon. So just focus on the outside and it really opens up your eyes because mine aren't big. I'm always very jealous of people who have like those big doe-like eyes. That is not me. A little contouring, even though I say I'm contouring, people do like line, like I don't know what people are doing. And then they do like highlighter, like I kind of just, I don't know. I just go with the flow. I just need to like liven my face up a little bit. And I think this is a great way. What I use, and I can't recommend this enough, this is the Makeup by Mario contour stick in medium. Oh my gosh, this was probably one of the most life-changing makeup steps I added, I don't know, like 6 or 7 months ago. By the way, that still has not run out, if that tells you anything about how much product is in there. Also, speaking of my wings, as I was talking about before with my video where I pranked Zach and did my makeup bad and I did the horrible wings, there were some people who commented saying they were not happy with my video and that it was so mean. And basically they were like, if this was me, and like if I were Zach, I would be so whatever. And like, I didn't comment this back to anyone because I'm really not trying to be mean, but like with all due respect, all I could think is, one second, there we go, we're good. Oh my God, that is so risky doing that in the viewfinder. But yeah, with all due respect, like that's why Zach is my fiance and not you. Like, Zach and I's relationship is just like fully jokey, having fun, like pulling each other's leg. Yeah, I mean, like, so it's just our relationship. And I understand that maybe That's not you, that's not your relationship. But Zach was not mad at all about the prank in the slightest. Like, we were cracking up about that for a week. And we have one second, I really need to take these out. I'm kind of running late. Just doing a little head banging. Zach and I have discussed before, and I do feel strongly about this. Like, I would never play a prank on Zach that is like emotionally mean. For example, the whole winged liner thing, that's not like emotionally taxing. It's winged liner, it's makeup, we'll get over it. I think, I'm just gonna be honest, like the pranks that are like, oh, I'm pregnant, and the person's not actually pregnant, I think that's like, I would never in a million years do that to Zach, because that's like extremely just, what if he's so excited? Like, what if he's so happy about it? Or what if he's like devastated? That is where I would not cross the line. Like, and people were like, oh, like, you don't want your channel to turn into a prank channel. That won't be good for your relationship. I did one prank, guys. I'm not, it's not changing. It's not, we're not doing a prank channel here. One prank, we're good. Anyway, just wanted to clear that up a bit, because there was a little bit of concern on that one. But we're good.
Oh my gosh, I feel so uncomfortable right now, because do you guys know where I am? No, probably don't, because it's pitch black. But guys, I am at that generic location we go to where you can see all of the buildings and lights in Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky in the background. Today though, it is so foggy, you can't see anything, and so it is just like so weird that we're even here. Like, for my live shots, you're probably not going to be able to, like, we could be anywhere. We could be standing in front of a brick wall and you would have no idea. So that is, that's just marvelous. Incredibly foggy morning. Even just driving here this morning was so scary, and I legitimately missed my exit. Like, it took me 7 minutes longer because I just didn't see the exit. And I hate driving in fog regardless, because one of my worst fears is a car coming at me on the highway in the wrong direction. One of the first stories I covered when I got to Dayton was a wrong way crash. A driver who was intoxicated got on the exit ramp, smacked into a teenager who was driving, and that teenager died at the scene. But more than that, where I'm from, there was a horrible crash. I think it was 2009, where a woman was driving her children and her 3 nieces. She had just spent the morning with her brother and sister-in-law, who were the parents of the nieces. They said she was fine, it was morning, it was normal, and then all of a sudden she ended up on the Taconic Parkway in the wrong direction. People were calling in saying there was a driver, thinking like a minivan, who was driving erratically. She ended up smacking into, I think it was like a tractor trailer. I'm sorry, I keep saying I think, it's just because this was so long ago, but smacked into a tractor trailer. All 3 of her nieces died, and so did the woman. Later came out that she was heavily intoxicated. And I read the book of the mother whose 3 children died. They're all from just a couple of towns over from me. Like, they live 15 minutes away from me, and it was the saddest book I have ever read in my entire life. Can you imagine? One day you have 3 little girls, they were all under the age of 10. The next, none. They all died. One of them was actually still alive when paramedics and police officers got there, but she died at the hospital. I mean, her injuries were just way too severe. Everyone in the tractor trailer died as well. Like, it was horrible. It was just absolutely horrible. And whenever I'm driving on the highway, I just always get like this weird, or not always, but sometimes I just get this weird like thought, like, what if a car comes at me head on? Like, what can you possibly do? And especially with fog, like, you can't see anyone coming at you until, you know, you're 1 foot away from them. So yeah, that, I recommend the book, but it's incredibly sad. Okay, now that the sun has risen, you can kind of see the buildings in the background, kind of, but this is proof of the fact that I'm not crazy and that we are at this location. I just finished writing my scripts for tomorrow, which is always a good feeling, the end of a work day, but guys, we've got drama. And it should shock none of you, if you've been a subscriber for quite a while, that it involves our apartment complex. Just always, right? Basically, the backstory is we signed a lease until this spring. Yeah, this spring. But we want to extend just a few months because we don't know what we're doing exactly. Like, we still need to get our ducks in a row. We have a couple of options we're floating around. We'll discuss that later. So we don't want to sign a full year-long lease again, but we just want to extend it a little bit. We just, you know, need a little time, a little extension. Shouldn't be that difficult. Yet, if we want to extend it just a few months, suddenly we have to pay more than $400 more. Tell me how that makes sense. So you guys know I'm a little angry about it, but no one is more angry than Zach. I mean, I consider him to be a pretty kind human, kind of, but nothing, just being honest, nothing angers this man more than apartment drama.
Just made up drama.
Okay, so give your experience, because by the way, Zach's the one who has to deal with everything. I'm too passive and
Well,
scared.
Clancy is not helpful in any way with the apartment stuff, so I've got to deal with these apartment workers.
I was like, what word is he about?
Well, we know the controversy of genders calling now, so they are all women, but who knows what I can say these days. It's just absurd because we're asking them to give us the exact same extension price and length as they just did.
Oh yeah, because they had previously
So,
extended us.
They already upped our rate from what we were paying.
Yes.
Because we were extending, and that's fine. It is what it is. We live in an apartment. I know that happens. I didn't even fight them about it. Maybe I asked to meet us in the middle at a price. Maybe they went way high, and I said meet us closer, and they did. Whatever. They can pick the pricing. They're commissioned workers. They're salespeople. It is what it is. Like, yeah, I'm sure they have to get approval from bosses above them on pricing structures, but they honestly give me way more headaches than what they're like helpful. And it's just like absurd because you would think if you were a sales commission person and we've lived here for 3 years, extending us would be the best case scenario. You're getting people that you know are reliable, they're going to pay their rent, whatever else, versus just a mystery person who may not pay their rent. Yeah, so I have to basically go fight with them.
Yeah, and he's already met with them once, emailed them back and forth multiple times. So this 12:30 appointment is just going to be...
When I walk in, it's going to be so awkward. It's unbelievable how not helpful they are.
Well, no,
and it's just, it's unnecessary what they do.
Yes, and exactly. And that's why I think, okay, I really don't think Zach's 12:30 appointment is going to get us far. If it is, we'll have to delete this whole segment and just thank them. Not really, because they've been really annoying.
No, we would never thank them.
No, we're not thanking them.
They
Because it's
should have
not...
done it. They
There's
should
not...
have just extended it.
100%. But yeah, they're like, oh, look, we can't do it. That is a blatant lie. You just did it for us, A. B, why wouldn't you be able to do it? You're just trying to make more money. And Zach blatantly asked one of them, is this commission based?
Yeah, no, and she said yes. So
That's
now
perfect.
I obviously know they make a cut. I didn't know if they were just base salary and then it didn't matter, but I'm not asking for like a free apartment. Like, I'm not asking for anything unreasonable. In my opinion, we already pay too much for the place, but it is what it is. And they'll be like, well, the market conditions, I already know what they're going to say because they've said it to me 1,000 times, and I always have the same answer. I don't care. We are paying a ton for this apartment in which they couldn't get rented out the first time around, so they gave us a deal on it because it's just kind of a unique shape of being only one bedroom and different things. And then we had to move because
With the water leak, and it was insane. They definitely didn't help us out enough for that, I don't think. They should have handled our moving and all of that, and like gotten the movers, and that was insane. I mean, that was like the worst experience ever. So yeah, needless to say, regardless of the fact that obviously I have a YouTube channel, I have a platform, just as a human being, right? I know a lot of people. I'm so popular, but like humans know a lot of humans. People know I live in Cincinnati. Friends will ask, hey, do you recommend your apartment complex? Why would you want to make enemies of people who can give recommendations? I mean, that's like the best business model. And obviously, like when we move out, I'm going to share where I live and like the experience that we've had. So you feeling good going into your meeting?
I mean, it's just going to be annoying. I go and it'll be fine. So I've got to go handle our crap.
I'm just too innocent and sweet.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like whispering, I'm like, get him.
We'll see how it goes.
All right, we'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, right now would be the time where I whip up some lunch. But guys, I've been having lunch problems. Remember those Brussels sprouts I was so happy about making yesterday? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the perfect side, ha ha ha. No. I ended up not, ew, I can smell them from here. I ended up not being able to eat them, or many of them, because they just like hit my gag reflex. And I've seriously been having this problem where food that I've eaten for so long like actually hits my gag reflex. It started happening, I'd say, around like 6 months ago, but it's really been bad within the past month. Like turkey sandwich, like I'd actually rather vomit. Like I can't do that today. So needless to say, we're taking a trip for lunch. I am so freaking excited for lunch today. Zach went out and got us our favorite Corrito Obsessed. He tried to play a prank on me saying they were out of salads, and I believed him. So that was
really funny.
It makes sense.
They could have been out of lettuce.
I said they were out of build your own salad, like the thing you can't be like out of.
I just accepted it. So yeah, I love this. This is like my little build your own salad type thing with quinoa and sweet potatoes as well though, and chicken and cucumber. Okay, there we go. All the ingredients. And then Zach got a, whoa, this is like, I could do weights with this. This is like a big fat burrito. Can you open her up to give us a glance? This is Zach fueling up for his big showdown with the apartment people.
Can't even eat in peace.
It's a lot later. Zach is kind enough to record the Kardashians, an ABC News special for me at 8 o'clock at 7:44, but I still have to cook dinner, so I'll probably be a little bit late to the game. Yes, I do sometimes watch trash TV, what can I say? But Zach has a little update. He went to his 12:30 meeting. Oh, are you about to stretch? Yeah.
Instead of like the full amount that they were like trying to say they were going to make us do for month to month, we're going to pay like basically $50 more now for the last 2 months. So obviously there was plenty of room when they were telling us there's not. So I don't know. I mean, these apartment people make commissions. They try to like do their margins, whatever. So like we're not like bashing their job. It's just when you have people, it's like if I had a client for 3 years and then every time they try to re-up, I charge them more and I make their life a hassle. No one would ever do that. They wouldn't keep clients. No one in a business world would ever actually do it that way. Where I guess this is like the only place where you're like, it's just a nightmare. So I have to go in and basically talk to them every single time. And every single time they say there's nothing you can do over email, and then they give you a lower rate in person. So same old song and dance.
The hokey pokey.
I wish.
Today I didn't work out. It was my rest day from the gym, but look at this nap. I was in bed from 1:21 to 5:38, a 4-hour nap. Zach texted me when he was at the gym, like, are you dead? And finally I had risen. For dinner, I've just got my huge Japanese sweet potato, avocado, chicken, asparagus. This is the one meal that I just like will not get sick of. And it's just like so soothing to my stomach, because you guys know I have like a messed up stomach where a lot of things hurt it, but like this for years has just been like just my tried and true. So got the Kardashians on, gonna give it a watch, even though I don't know why I'm doing this. I used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians when I was super young, but I have not watched it since high school because it's just so fake. Like all of it is fake. I can't emphasize that enough. They obviously just don't have a video camera that's following them around 24/7. No, like they come over for the shoot, like the producers and camera people for a specific scene that they've already planned out. So yeah, anyway, so I don't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but I guess I'm kind of interested in this, and I was gonna continue this vlog into tomorrow and the next day and make this like a little week in my life, but I got so much footage yesterday and today that this vlog's just gonna be crazy, so I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna start a whole new vlog tomorrow. This is just a game time decision. I feel like these vlogs have just been like crazy. I don't know. We've just been chatting. We've been connecting. What can I say? So anyway, I'm gonna go. Love you guys so much. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll have all my social media linked down below as well. Cue the music.
All the way from Long Island, now happy in Ohio. She has the most amazing chocolate oatmeal recipe I know. Hey, that's Clancy Burke. Yeah, you heard it here first. Up and at 'em at 2 in the morning for the Cincinnati News reporting. Behind the scenes from work, here's Clancy Burke.